Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manataq. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everybody. It's James with Manataq. Mana meaning power, talking meaning we're just talking. All right. This information that I'm giving you right now is probably the most alarming information in regards to a natural disaster. And the reason why I'm saying this is because they completely, it seems purposely. I mean, I just could be speculating. It's just a theory. It's just everything's lining up like, you know what? Offshore winds, blowing hard. Let's do it. The last princess died last year, so we could probably pick apart the land and take it. We're going to turn this fucking island into a smart island. And you guys, they'll all eat the bugs and they'll own nothing and be happy. This is, it's just oozing with World Economic Forum tyrannical authoritarian dystopian agenda. 2030 New World Order, Great Reset, you fucking name it. Right? It's just, it's a land grab. It's just completely has to be, and my speculation or my perspective, and I've done a ton of research on this, but I want you to listen for something in this video coming up here, okay? I want you to listen in not that video, this video right here. Well, is it, did I freaking, oh god damn it, hang on. I want you to listen to this video real quick. And play it.
Hey, if anybody's still out here, it's time to go! If anybody's still out here, it's time to go! It's time to go! Alright, that's my last dump video on this pier today. My Scotch Mist, hope you're still there. Stay boat.
I work on the Scotch.
Do you hear anything? Let's do it again. You guys
Hey,
hear
if
anything?
anybody's still out here, it's time to go!
Besides him.
If anybody's still out here, it's time to go! It's time to go!
Do you hear anything besides him?
That's my last dump video on this pier today. My Scotch Mist, hope you're still there. Stay boat.
Did you hear anything besides his voice and the wind blowing over the microphone and all that stuff? Did you hear anything else? You can hear the ambers burning, right? You can hear the freaking ambers burning. But did you hear anything? No. Because what happened was the Maui Emergency Management Administration, right? And here they are, right here, to your far right, or next to the Hawaii flag, Palatine. This is the same guy that was at the 2017 Mandalay Bay sniper shooting into the crowd thing. He was the commander at the time. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Next to him, to his right, just in front of the Hawaiian flag, is Green, who is bent over for the World Economic Forum since I think he's been alive. It's just, just look up, he's just all about that. Right? And you gotta listen to this girl and what she does. Because what she does, right, what she does is just very telling of what is happening. And whoever else is there, I don't give a fuck. You know, everybody here from my perspective, my conclusion, just me saying, YouTube, they're all criminals. They should all be convicted of mass murder for not doing what they should have done, is get those sirens moving. Because people didn't know. There are countless stories, and I'm not going to play them all. They're just, I mean, the amount of fucking video from cameras. And by the way, people were in real time, their cell phones were working. And those didn't work either. There wasn't the emergency response on the cell phones, which nobody fucking asked here. What happened to that? Tulsi Gabbard talked about that a few years ago when there was a text sent out about missiles coming from China or something, and just scared the shit out of everybody. But it went out, and they still use those. Every state pretty much uses that warning system. None of that happened. But you got to hear this lady and what she fucking does when she gets this question. I'm gonna make sure I got that. Make sure here.
News organization, please.
Kristen Holmeshield from Page 12 News. My question is going back to sirens. Why were sirens not used in Lahaina or upcountry last week, as wildfire is listed as a purpose for them on the official state website?
So the question is around siren use, clarification on that, noting that wildfire use for sirens is stated on the website. Mahalo.
That's it. That's all she did. And she fucking takes off. It's siren use is on the website. Does this seem like some kind of third or fourth party? This is fucking crazy. Watch her do it again.
Sirens is stated on the website. Mahalo.
Hey, she just couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there. And look at Green. He's looking and the guy looks down. Right? The only person that's standing firm is this fucking police chief piece of shit. Just watch it. Watch Josh Green's reaction after she says. Just nothing. The guy on the far left with the vest on, he's just looking down, going, "Oh my god, this is terrible." And the guy, Palantine shows a little. Let's listen to what they have to say.
The state-owned outdoor siren system is a tool that we can use, and we've used in the past. However, in a wildland fire incident, the system has not been used, either in Maui or in other jurisdictions around the state. In this case, our internal protocol is to use WEA, which is the Wireless Emergency Alert System, and the EAS, the Emergency Alert System. WEA sends alerts by text messages to cellular phones, and the EAS sends messages to both television and radio. Local notification system sends messages via text, voicemail, and or landlines. Counties in the state of Hawaii will tell you that sirens have not been used for brush fires. It is our practice to use the most effective means of conveying an emergency message to the public.
Wait, what did you say?
Wildfire fires. It is our practice to use the most effective means of conveying an emergency message.
It is their practice to use the most effective means of conveying an emergency message. Oh shit. Sorry. Oh shit. Here's a message. Fire! Fire! Yelling. People, before they had text messages, before they had Morse code, right? Or fucking, I'm trying to figure out the name of it, just little wires, right? To get messages out to people. Before they had the printing press, before they had the landline fucking dial-up phone, right? Before they had television and technology, what was the way you fucking warned people? The most basic way to warn people of something threatening. Yeah, you yell at the top of your fucking lungs. You get out the message. And it's usually passed along. There's a fire on the left quadrant. pass it on. There's a fire on the left quadrant, and that's the way it worked. That is the greatest system. Oh my God, this is fucking nuts. This is nuts. This is fucking nuts. There's no way. This is crazy. This is craziness. This is just absolute insanity to its purest form. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's criminal. These people are implicit of mass murder. They need to be charged and they need to be incarcerated. Every single one. Especially the girl that ran off. She goes, go to the website. That's it? Go to the website? Not a single fucking person apologized. Right? Let's look at the comments. Mine's a good one, of course. But let's take a look at the comments. Right? This one, there's mine. All these people of the Pedo-Predator Class, aka World Economic Forum, all these puppets of the Pedo-Predator Class, aka World Economic Forum, that should be must, not most, gosh darn it, must be placed under arrest. Must all be placed under arrest. Placed under arrest for murdering hundreds of people. Do not comply, do not sell, and stand your ground. And somebody's already got 121. I'm surprised there's only 23,000 views on this. This is I sent it out on my Facebook and my email and my Twitter. This is huge news, right? What is the best way to tell somebody that there's a threat or a life-threatening situation? Besides every other form out there, you say it, you speak it, you yell it. That's what a siren is for. People, like I was saying before, people of the citizens of Lahaina, many of them, right? Many of them didn't know that anything was happening until smoke was filling up their home. By then, for most, it's too late. If smoke is in your home, good luck. Because that is fucking bad. That is fucking bad. Man. That would have saved so many lives. That would have helped so many people. That would have got attention and got people. They probably could have done something to curb, but they didn't. They didn't want to. They didn't. They weren't. Okay, so what I'm seeing now, the way these people are laying out this information, okay, and I think it's important for people. Let's just go back. This gets fucking pisses me off so much. When we asked, "Do you regret not using the sirens?" he answered, "No." Disgusting. Do you regret not using the sirens? Whoever decided not to use the sirens should face murder charges. I'm going to put they all should. All of them. All of them. Right? We did it for Willie. You guys remember I don't know if you've seen the movie A Few Good Men, and they've already been sentenced. The trial's over. They're not going to jail. But they're going to get a dishonorable discharge, right? Or something unbecoming, which doesn't even exist for the UCMJ. And Harold goes, "What?" And his partner goes, "Why are we being charged? Why aren't we being set free? Why can't we go back into the military? Why?" Because you're supposed to stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. That's your job. Right? That's the first job that you're supposed to have. That's the first job that these criminals are supposed to have in their minds. So if whatever's happening and whoever gives you the order, make note of it. Say, I am going to go against your orders. I'm going to send out information in regards to that so that it's notated, and I'm going to activate the alarm system, aka siren. I really don't, the rest of this is just bullshit. But what you're going to notice here, I'll just play a little more because you'll get what I'm saying after you listen to what these people are saying.
To the public during a wildland fire. And it is the WEA, NES, along with other local mass notification system called MEMA alerts.
Very patient. We'll take the next question here.
John, CBS News. This question is for Mr. Andaya. You made the decision not to sound the sirens, which could have saved many
Who made the
lives.
decision?
Now there are questions about your lack of experience, that you only took online courses for disaster relief, no in the field experience.
I want to hear what she says. Who made the decision?
And have you considered
Who made the
handing
decision?
over
Fuck.
the reins to somebody with
Turn it up.
experience?
So the question is around sirens as it relates to the disaster, and the question is for Herman.
She's like, it's for Herman. See her again? She comes up and says something stupid, and then she's gone. It's fucking crazy.
So the news story talks about how I didn't have experience before taking on a job, and that's not true. Before taking on a job, I was a member of the cabinet. I was deputy director, chief of staff for 11 years. To the emergency operations centers, and I have done this on numerous occasions. Also during that time, we went through numerous trainings.
He's not answering the question, though.
And so to say that I am not qualified, I think is incorrect. In addition to that, when I applied for this position, which is by the way,
What the fuck does that question have to do with anything?
And I was vetted. I had to take a civil service exam. I was interviewed.
He was vetted. Are you guys hearing this? Vetted, to me, is, especially under this administration, is not good.
Reviewed by seasoned emergency managers, and they all deemed me qualified. In fact, I was.
Sounding the sirens.
I do not, and the reason why
Do you regret not sounding the sirens?
I do not, and the reason why, and
So many people said they could have been saved if they had time to escape. Had a siren gone off, they would have known that there was a crisis emerging. And as we know, so many bodies were found in the ground. as
Do
the
you
flames
want him to
found
give you
hills.
the answer, or
I
do
do,
you want
but
to
I
give?
wanna- I
Well,
wanna-
then
Hey, fuck you.
Let him.
This fucking piece of shit in the red shirt. No, let him speak. You shut the fuck up. You work for us, bitch. Oh, man, if I was there, I'd say, sit down. Get back to your little posturing poser position in the background.
Finish his
I'm
answer.
sorry, there's a lot of people.
Well, you're
who
talking
want
and you're not letting him
answers.
You don't
talk.
have to apologize.
If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
Hey, fuck you. Oh, man, I'd love
the
to fuck
sirens,
you.
as I mentioned earlier, is used primarily for tsunamis, and that's the reason why many of them are found.
Yeah, good
and
job.
all of them are
Good
found
job,
on the
Pitbull.
coastline.
You see what he did? Good job. It's okay, man.
Coastline. The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event of a building. If that was the case, then they would not have saved those people under
What was the question?
system called MEMA, not being used for brush fire and our landline. Communication system sends messages.
Hold on.
Very patient. We'll take the next question here.
John, CBS News. This question is for Mr. Andaya. You made the decision not to sound the sirens, which could have saved many lives. Now there are questions about your lack of experience, that you only took online courses for disaster relief, no in the field experience. Do you regret your decision, and have you considered handing over the reins?
Oh, he made the decision. So he's that. Now look at Palatine. I'm fucking telling you. This guy's taking a big hit, but if push comes to shove, look at all these guys. They're all backing him. I don't believe any of this shit. I don't think he's not the guy that he's not the guy. He's not the guy. He's not the guy that said, "Hey, you know what? We're not going to tell everybody that they need to run for cover. He's not the guy. He's not the fucking guy. When it all comes down, push comes to shove, if you get that fucker in court, because he's gonna go to court, because he fucking has to go to court. They're gonna squeeze him, and they're gonna say you and you alone is what you're saying that you decided not. You didn't get any text message, any email, any phone call, word of mouth, anything. Is that what you're saying? That's the question they should have fucking asked. That's the question they should have asked that piece of shit. So you and you alone made that decision. Right? Because you would have got a totally different answer just the fucking press sucks my ass. The press sucks. The fucking mainstream. That was CBS, right? They suck balls. They're just terrible. They're terrible. Right? This is fucking nuts. This is fucking crazy. Yeah. They didn't answer the question. Are you alone? So there was no communication between anybody above you, not a single person. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're gonna stick to? So there was not a single person in any form of communication, whether it's verbal, electronical, smoke, hand signals, whatever, right? Winks, I don't know, whatever the fuck you guys use. You're saying that not a single fucking person didn't, there's somebody above you that did not give you an order to not turn on the sirens. Or you didn't confer with anybody. That's another question. When you thought of this question all by yourself, supposedly, did you talk with other people? Did you ask anybody else? Not just at that time, but prior. You see what I'm saying? They're not asking the right questions. Who was it that made this decision? He's saying him. Okay? But you need to go, and then you need to rebuttal that and say, so what you're saying is you didn't confer with anybody else prior or during when this was happening via any other form of communication, whether it's hand signals, smoke signals, right, winking, cell phone, Zoom, whatever. Answer that question. Pin them up against the fucking wall. That doesn't happen. Doesn't fucking happen. That's why nobody wants to fucking rebuke me on my show. I've challenged so many COVIDiot demonic Democrats from 2020 to come on my show, and there wasn't a lot of information out there, but there was just questions. So that I was talking about in regard to flu. So how come you guys are so hell-bent and pissed off at Big Pharma regarding the opioid epidemics, Johnson & Johnson baby powder, just the EpiPens and all this other, there's just a list of fucking crap. And the FDA and all the poisonous food that they've been giving us, that fucking the Green Party has been bitching about forever. And then the Green Party fucking all of a sudden, the Green Party says, we support the masks, and we support the lockdowns, and we support the vaccine mandates. Cornel West is now a part of that fucking group. That was the dumbest fucking decision I think I've ever seen a candidate make. Well, obviously he didn't talk to me first, but that would have been helpful for him. But a lot of people, like I'm saying, won't come on here. Because if you ask the right questions and the correct follow-up questions to put them in the corner. Remember, these fucking people, bureaucrats, what is a bureaucrat? Does anybody know what a bureaucrat is? Because I hope you do. A bureaucrat is a public employee. That could be a janitor at a high school to the governor or the president of the United States. It's a person that gets paid with our taxes. That's a bureaucrat. So they work for us. They should be FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. They should be answering every single question. And if they can't, they can plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Then they're fine. We know what pleading the fifth means. Everybody knows what pleading the fifth. If you don't know what pleading the fifth means, it means I'm not answering you because your assumption is probably correct and I need to go to jail. That's what pleading the fifth usually means most of the time. Okay? But in this particular situation, this is fucked up. Yeah, we need more. We need him in front of real people asking real questions. That's not going to happen. And all these people standing on stage, that big fucker right there, I'm going to find out who that guy is. So you want to go sully all bully on everybody, brother? All these people, they have more than every right. Who the fuck is this guy? I'm going to find out who the fuck that is. This guy who stands up and goes, hey, you want to come up here? Yeah, I'll fucking go up there. Where are you standing? What is your position here? Right? Are you the bodyguard for him? You all murdered people. Except for the fucking sign language person. That's what happened. They all murdered people. And I don't think it came from... I don't think the orders to do this, I don't believe any of this was an accident. I believe, and I'm speculating, and it's just my opinion, that it was pre-planned, orchestrated. Because now they've got, like, within days, representatives from companies connected to BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, JP Morgan, these banks are coming in and going, we'll give you, they're making offers, like crazy offers. So that's why I said, in here, do not comply, do not sell, and stand your ground. I said that right there. See, it says right there. You have to fucking do that. That should be getting 1,000 fucking hits. The people are just pissed. That's it right there. They're just thinking of disgust, but they need to all band together to make sure these people don't take their land, because that's their goal. This is and from my perspective, and it's a theory, call it a conspiracy theory, which I'm very proud of, because all my conspiracy theories, by the way, ever since I started fucking YouTube back in 2017, I would say about 95.8% of them have come true. And that's not good. And that's not good. And it's terrible. It is just criminal, murderous, felonious activity that I'm seeing here. Constant, just continuous. And the insurance companies don't want to take care of a lot of these claims. But all of it, I think most of them. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking nuts? Oh, it's just so out of fucking control. Anyway, I'm gonna go to. Let me see if I got that. I got this one kid's talking. I think maybe they took it off of here. Here it is, right here. Just a second. Let me grab it on here. There it is right there. Oh. No, not that. God damn it. Whatever. I'll just put it here. Yeah, this is pretty nutty. Now watch what this guy, listen to what this guy is saying. This is not bullshit. I've already verified this. All right.
So this is actually what's happening in Maui right now that a lot of people are not talking about, and it's very sad. So recently, Hawaiian officials just passed a law, listen to this, that does not allow new development on Hawaiian land unless it's a natural disaster. So then guess what happens? The laser beams, the natural disaster happens, which allows the new developers to come in and to legally buy the land at a discounted price. And the government knew this. They put in the loophole, unless a natural disaster happens, it then happens. Developers get discounted land, and who gets screwed? The people. And now what's being reported is that the insurance companies are now trying to get out of paying out the Hawaiians due to zoning infractions, which we know is a bunch of baloney. So we have the insurance companies getting out of having to pay due to zoning infractions. We have the government that put in the loophole that the developers now can buy the land legally at a discounted price, and who gets screwed? We, the people. This is why the government needs to get smaller, and they need to get their hands out of everything, including our insurance.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, man. Stand your ground, Maui. Be prepared, Kauai. I am alerting to you now. This is my siren. All islands, every island, be alert. Look for anything odd or different or weird or strange or out of the ordinary. Do not trust any government official that is under the Biden administration or belongs to the Democrats. Do not. And even be wary of some Republicans, because there's some traitors out there. There's some definite traitors out there. Okay? All right. I think I covered most of what I wanted to cover, but for God's sake, stand your ground, ask the right questions, get these people in front and say, are you, that press conference, God, I wish I was there. I wish I was there. And like I said, nobody comes on the show because I just bring brutal honesty, brutal questions, not brutal questions. I just want people to be honest. That's hard. I'm not perfect. Everybody's got their little white lies and shit. But if you're just honest, God, it just helps everything, You've heard it, I've heard it. Honesty is the best policy. And that just doesn't happen anymore. And we know now, and you have to realize this, because at a certain point, being dishonest or lying gets people killed. When I was in the military and the Navy, you had to be honest with what you're doing, or people die. Working security, you have to be honest, or people die. If you're working for police force or firemen or jobs, you got to be honest with yourself, the people you work with, and the people that you engage with, right? And none of these people are honest anymore. It's really sad. It's really sad. We need a cleaning. We need a fucking major cleaning, and I'm talking about getting rid of, RFK. I'm not fucking gonna vote for you if you're a Democrat. I want nothing to do with Democrats at all. Nothing. I'm not gonna help you rebrand them, because I think you're full of shit. And Dr. Shiva has proved it 1,000 times. I'm also concerned about Trump. The reason why I'm concerned about Trump is because he keeps saying, I made the right decisions. That's his quote. I believe I made the right decision in regards to his warp speed Kool-Aid that he had everybody take. Right? And he started the lockdowns, by the way, and the mandates. Not the the mandates. No, yeah. I think it was kind of in between there. There's a lot of things that he did that people aren't going to hold him accountable for, which is just fucking stupid. Come on, don't be like that. He's as badass as you think the guy is, and as wonderful as you think, he works for you. He's your employee. He's a bureaucrat with the position of president. You know, it's the same guy as bureaucrat with the position of janitor. He works for you. He's the guy that if he's out there, you know, patching potholes, being paid by your tax dollars, that's a bureaucrat. He's a bureaucrat. We're paying him, even though he doesn't accept it. There's so many great things about that man. My opinion has changed dramatically. I was totally brainwashed before, but I want to be realistic here. Okay, nobody's perfect. I get that, but this is going to bite him in the ass if he doesn't do something about it. Anyway, go to stopthewef.org or DIY Liberty. Get out on the street, start protesting. Keep telling people. I've been out 3 times. It's been a while since I've been out though, but I got to go out soon and start protesting against the. You know, just go to the website. It kind of goes over, you know, just recommendations on what and how and when and who and why and all this other shit. But I think it's some very valuable information because bottom line is you as an individual have more rights than you could possibly imagine. Maritime rights, God-given rights, and just human rights, for God's sakes. Right? Right? Remember, the second defends the first. Hello. National Association of Gun Rights. Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm just concerned. It's important. You don't know where this is going. You need to be careful and ready. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway, aloha. Thank you for being here. Ask the right questions. Pressure these people. Find out who told him, because he didn't do it himself. This guy walks up behind him like a fucking mob boss. I just got to reiterate this one more time. This son of a bitch right here. Okay? This guy right here comes up behind him. It's like that was pure mafia mentality. And you can see Josh Green in the background going, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? Like he's the muscle. He's the muscle for the mafia. Okay, muscle. We're going to come after you now. You want to be the muscle to defend these murderers? Then you're complicit. I'll find out who he is. I'll give you some more information. And we'll get him removed from office. We'll put him in a you'll have nothing and like it position. Jesus, fucking people. It's just amazing. Aloha, guys. Aloha. God, I just can't believe the fucking Ohana disappearing. The Aina and just the Aloha just disappearing from these people. Just gone. It's sad. It's sad. But anyway, there is hope. The banyan tree is going to be revived. That city, I believe, is going to grow back even stronger. And I believe they're definitely not going to fucking want anything to do with Joe Biden, which I think may have gone to Maui today. Let me just check real quick. Biden to visit. Republican claims Biden is not saying enough about Maui wildfires. Okay, so Biden to visit Hawaii as death toll rises by Joe Biden, First Lady Joe Biden to travel to Maui Monday in the aftermath of Hawaii. So they're going out there Monday. Bring some rotten eggs. Rotten eggs. Right? I'm telling you. I am telling you this he is not there to help you. He just sent $12 billion to Ukraine. Where do you think all that money goes to if he sends any of it to you? Do you think you're going to see it? You might get a little water, maybe a little rice. You going to get your land fixed? Is that going to help? Is that going to keep the insurance companies from from saying no to your loss of your home claim? No. It's all show. It's nothing. Nothing's gonna fucking happen. These people, the Democrats, used to be Dumbocrats. Then they became Dumbo Cants because they couldn't do anything. Wait, they were Dumbo Cants first because they never did anything. Then they were Dumbo Cants, and they were Covidiots, which are still all Covidiots. But now they've earned this new title because they're just heinously sinister, evil, felonious, criminal people now. Their new title, they're Demoncrats. They're just fucking satanic. I don't know what it is, but they have no. It's very alarming, right? Which they don't even know what that word means because they don't know how to use a fucking siren. Aloha, guys. Aloha. Thank you for calling. Thank you for